Welcome to The Gift of Choice, Part 11 of this 12-part Wisdom series. These teaching programs are made possible by Your Own World Books, publishers of the Colburn Bible and God's Child Covenant by Marshall Masters. Please feel free to share complete and unedited copies of these programs with others. For more information, visit virtualserenity.com.
As precious as life is, the Creator also gives us a responsibility and a gift that is equally precious, if not more so. It is choice, the choice to choose wisely or unwisely for that matter. We have a responsibility to learn from unwise choices, and when we choose not to, fate makes the final choice for us. This is why choice is the crucible of evolution. It is how we experience our world, each other, and our own uneven steps on the pathway of life. This right is an essential tool in our evolution, and when we knowingly allow others to limit it, that is a choice. When we knowingly allow others to deny us the best possible choices, that is a choice too. So regardless of what we choose, knowingly or unknowingly, the consequences invariably become a permanent fixture in the tapestry of our lives. Short-sighted and self-interested choices made at the expense of others turn into musty fabrics hanging limply in the dark. Always there, we will push them from one side to the other to avoid the flicker of a truthful torch. There are better choices. To choose compassion is a better choice. To choose love and caring are better choices too. And all these choices, no matter how clumsily we act them out, are born of a noble purpose. The more of these that decorate the tapestry of your life, the richer it will be. When you choose to make a positive difference in the lives of others, you are making a choice inspired by our Creator. Granted, these better choices do not always come naturally, nor do they get easier with practice, but this too is by design. The dark days ahead will usher in burdensome choices, ones that will tax us each and every day. Be faithful to the Creator's purpose, and your choices will help to ease your burden. Woven into your heart, they'll brighten the tapestry of your life. Always accessible and nurturing, they will be forever yours.
Today we shall be speaking to you of a culmination of all things that we have brought forward to you up to this point. We are going to begin by talking about the healing aspect of the human being. And again, we would ask that you reframe the term healing, for you are not broken, you are not ill, and you are not sick. Healing is a generic term that you have all used for the purpose of identifying to make oneself better. So the purpose of this culmination of all the teachings to this point is going to end where we start, which is the healing. When we speak to you of the soul's journey here on earth, those of you who are listening must understand that this was a conscious or unconscious, but choice nonetheless, that you made to experience this time forthcoming. We're specifically going to give you the reference point of 2012. There has been much speculation, much conversation, and much communication as to the event itself. It is a celestial event, to be sure. Beyond that, the event of itself is what will mold humanity to become greater than it is now. The opportunity exists in the now to create a better place in the years following the celestial event. Many of you have experienced a sense of loss or grieving, a sense of understanding that your choice to survive or to go forward in 2012 has left you estranged among those that you thought loved you, cared for you, understood you. But that knowingness that you have is the truth. You must stand in that integrity. And with that knowingness comes that responsibility to thyself. To thyself. That is not a selfish thing to be. It is one that comes from strength. When you are going through these sets of emotional stages, much fear shall come forward. That fear is what you do not need to suppress. What you need to do with that fear is to acknowledge it and then replace it with the opposite emotion. When we go back to the healing, when a human being stands in their truth and their knowing, there is a vibration that's emitted that's almost tangible by others around them. If you begin your process in earnest today, you will begin emitting this vibration. And with this comes a domino effect in which others will see you standing in your truth, that you're learning to heal yourself, that you're learning detachment, and they too shall rise above from where they are in their moment.
Those who choose to peacefully coexist with others share a worldview far different from those who exploit and subjugate others for their own self-interested agendas. To illustrate this difference, let's imagine the self-interested choices of exploitation and subjugation as the mechanical workings of a zoom lens camera. The more powerful your zoom lens, the further out you can see. But even if you have a weak zoom lens, the same process applies. And this process begins with seeking out targets of opportunity in the blurry world about you. Once you spot something of interest, the next step is to bring it into focus. The last step in the process requires fine-tuning with small adjustments until you have a perfectly framed picture of what it is you want to exploit or subjugate. With that, you take the picture and proceed to the next target of opportunity. All is well and good, that is, until a minor glitch develops. As you scan your blurry world of opportunities, a persistent blur begins to dart in and out around the edge of your camera's viewfinder. Then after a while, it disappears just as mysteriously as when it first appeared. Curious, but beyond practical focus, you choose to ignore it until a more convenient day, and resume searching for easier targets of opportunity. Then one day, the blur begins popping in and out of your viewfinder again. As you debate whether or not to expend the necessary effort to frame it and focus in on it, it suddenly jumps into focus all on its own, and there it is. What you now see in your viewfinder is a perfectly framed and focused picture of gnarled teeth. The gnarled teeth of a terrible monster wearing a necklace of broken cameras, and he is smiling hungrily at you. Not a pretty picture. On the other hand, those who choose to see the world about them through love and service to others use a natural gift. One given to us by our Creator that is so perfect, we have no need for expensive zoom lens cameras to pursue myopic, self-interested agendas. Rather, we use our natural loving gift to see all about us in perfect detail. Regardless of how near or far a thing may be, all is there, all is in focus, and when the monstrous exploiters with their gnarled teeth and broken camera necklaces appear, we easily avoid them. We simply step aside to let them feast upon the smaller exploiters. For as big fish eat the big fish, big exploiters eat small exploiters as well. So this is the power of choice given to us by our Creator. Use it to live. Use it to survive. Use it as the Creator intended, and you will capture images of love and compassion that will forever brighten your soul. In the next and final teaching in this series, the Elohim share their final thoughts and suggestions for 2012 and the years beyond.
These teaching programs are made possible by Your Own World Books, publishers of the Crucible Bible and God's Child Covenant by Marshall Masters. The Crucible Bible is a two-part wisdom text. This secular anthology offers the wisdom of hundreds of ancient authors, and the many harbinger signs of their prophecies are now converging on 2012. God's Child Covenant is a romantic action drama set against a global tribulation. It offers a realistic yet hopeful vision for the future, because 2012 will be less about what is in your bunker and more about what is in your heart. A printed transcript of this entire teaching series is available. For more information, visit virtualserenity.com.